On your feet! Get them going!
Hey, wow. This looks really weird on your phone screen. It's like just my head. It's like this much for if you're watching on your phone. Welcome. Sorry. Let me get this foot over here. My chair. It's hard to scooch this thing. Hey guys, welcome. I know it's been a long time since I did a cross examinations, and I'm not entirely sure this should qualify as a cross examinations. And now, gosh darn it, I need to be all the way over here just so you can see me on the phone app. Maybe if you're on the phone, you should be watching on a computer instead. You're gonna probably be getting like this part of my head because I can't just keep. Anyways, hello everyone. Telling him says, hope you're okay. Thank you very much. Joe says, oh, hi, Mike. Amy says, Mike. Joe, hope you're all right. Thank you. Welcome back. Hope you're feeling okay. And that's Courtney. And Admiral says, hi, Mike. Been praying for you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you want to go ahead and share this on the Discord, feel free. I was trying to do it before the show, but my computer is still a laggy piece of junk. So I just thought I'd come on here, pop on, give you all a little update. I look great. I always look good. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's one thing that's hard is putting a ponytail when your hand isn't really. It's not. I got some pretty good movement, but it's still not 100%. It's very weak. So it's like grabbing little things and holding out like a rubber band. It's not that easy. The Rob, been praying for you. Thank you, The Rob. Appreciate it. I'll put something on you. That the BT Zealot says, too bad my internet is my cheap smartphone. So I don't know what I don't know if I want to do a whole stroke story again. Ugh, boring. But I feel like I am recouping. Before, if any of you saw my video on Facebook, I did like after the stroke. I was not able to hold my arm out like this because it would buckle. Now it's my arm wants to buckle, but I've been focusing I know my hands look like cancer. I've been focusing on my deltoids and my triceps and my traps, like doing exercises that give me the strength to be able to hold my arm straight out again. Because I don't know, that seems kind of important. Oh shoot, there we go. Wants to buckle right there. But I'm gonna keep doing those exercises. You should name the stream Brush Stroke. Thanks, Joe. There's the people shared out. Thank you, Courtney. And what do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? It's an Edward. Boy, yeah. How come you're not on the screen? Oh, here. There we go.
There we go. Good evening. Good evening.
I had to press a little button. Although now the screen. What the heck? That should be better. Yeah. If you're watching on the phone, that was just like two horizontal bars. That did not work together. Haven't seen in a while. What's up, Mike? I had a stroke, Corpse Grinder. I had me a stroke just a little shy of 2 weeks ago. And so this is just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody, tell you I'm alive. I'll get better sooner than anyone would prognosticate because I say so.
Well, the good thing, because the cognitive baseline was relatively low to start, you don't really notice much of an
Why do I
improvement.
bring you on here? Uh,
I'm
yeah.
you know,
I didn't have far to fall.
behind every cloud is a silver lining. I'm just pointing at that silver lining.
Or what is it? There's a reason behind everything. There's a reason for everything. Sometimes that reason is you're an idiot. X-Rider says, thank God you are still here, Mike. Thank you. Fagatoni says, get well soon. Sending you belly kisses and DoorDash tacos. I will take Fagatoni. Amy says, aloha, Edwin.
Hey, Amy, good to see you. Well, I don't think the silver cord was loosened, but it was stretched from Ecclesiastes.
Silver cord?
Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. It was rattled a little bit, not loosed.
Sorry, I had a stroke. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See again, this is the good news. This is the good news about yeah.
Grand Admiral says, as goofy as this sounds, thanks for coming on here, Mike. I've been worried about you. Well, thank you. I think perhaps it has been worry that has led me to this stroke. I've been trying to catch up on bills. I had a really bad year last year. I didn't talk about it. I don't like to talk about my finances, but I got whacked by some unexpected tariffs that threw my crypto market into a tailspin that kind of wiped me out. So it's been really I've been trying to play catch up and working a lot on whatnot and stuff, and just it's a constant. And I know that it doesn't matter what your situation is like that. You shouldn't worry, but that is so much easier said than done.
Yeah, particularly when you've got 27 kids and 53 grandkids and
3 grandkids last year. That did not add to my financial stability.
When you've got a football team worth a family.
Can you grab me a water or something? Okay. Please. Thank you.
Now, you mentioned Whatnot, and you don't mean that in the general sense. Whatnot is an app for people.
Whatnot is an app where the audience is primarily buyers or sellers. And so the more buyers you have viewing, it's like YouTube or Instagram. It's like a 99 looky-loos to one interested buyer, right?
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm just doom scrolling through crap. But on Whatnot, it's like it's all buyers or sellers watching. So it's a higher, I don't want to say quality isn't quality of people, but as far as a business, it's a higher quality of viewership. So you can have just a handful of people watching you and then throw up an auction and you're going to get bids or, buyers for whatever you're working on. So it's really good. But that's how I've been doing it for, I don't know when I started last like May or June or something. And so that's how I've been making my ends meet. And recently I've been sort of doubling up my time because December I had Christmas and I had 2 birthdays and then a baby born. Or thank you, Micah. My first granddaughter. So it was just, I just got wiped out in December. And so I've been really just busting my butt and stressing bills and stress and high blood pressure and possibly sleep apnea. Bad combinations for strokes. Tack loves art. Says, glad you okay, Mike. Thank you, Tack. Zio says funny. The cross-examination channel is normal. Okay, should be. Doesn't sound goofy at all. We're glad to hear him doing well. Glad to see you back. Yeah, thank you, King Bob. Glad to see you doing better. Saw the first couple episodes of Night Seven Kingdoms and thought of you. Many prayers. Thank you, guys. So finally, scientists got to study Mike's brain. Lovely. Yes. But be that as may, on top of, I hate to be a person that asks for money, but if you're inclined to help, obviously this channel is not monetized. So if you're inclined to like super chat or whatever, if you want to just go and toss $5 at the Give Send Go, I have it in the description. That'd be the best way to tip me or help me, whatever, because 2 hospital stay visits not helping the stress of my financial situation.
You could have picked a more frugal hobby. Than medical tourism.
Yeah.
How high did your blood pressure go? It sounded.
Bro, I was breaking records. When
it
I
didn't
came
even
to the
sound like a
hospital,
human number. It sounded more like escape velocity.
I was 242 over 134 when I checked into the hospital. So I was like, if I had a little steam thing
Right.
on top of my head, it'd be whistling.
The little whistle.
Yeah. So all the nurses are like, "What? Whoa, heyo."
And for those of you who are watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Mr. Mike S. Miller adapted the novella into the graphic novel, a very highly acclaimed graphic novel at that.
Yeah, that was the night I got the stroke. It was the freaking first episode. I've been waiting for this show for 25 years. That show, the night it comes out, I get to be in the hospital.
Yeah, I was like, wow, it's some
that's
timing.
Yeah. Hey, man, I don't do things in half measures. The medical bill is not covered by insurance. I haven't had insurance since last January. So it's crazy, man. You spend how much on insurance every month for decades, and then like, oh yeah, okay, I let that slide. I had to let it slide. I told you I just had a terrible last year. And one of the first things to go was insurance. And boom, that's when you get the stroke. Funny that.
It would be amazing if health insurance were like a whole life policy that actually, like almost something akin to a savings account, but
right.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea, because honestly, we don't go to the doctor much, so it's like we didn't even use it. I mean, my wife, maybe the kids break their arm once in a while, once in a blue moon. That was it. Out of all that time that all my kids were all that, it's like, except for that when you're young, when the kids are young. Actually, back then we were on Kaiser, so that was different. But since then, we hardly ever paid every month. You pay every month. Then can't afford it, must abort it, and then that's when the health problems come. Irony.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Such is life.
Yeah.
Well, it's good you're still with us, buddy. It's good you're still with us.
Well, on the way to the hospital, I was like, I wouldn't mind being dead. The only thing that would suck for being dead is for everybody that loves me, who will miss me.
Yes,
that's the bad part. When you're going to see Christ, when you close your eyes in death, and then you'll see all there. No time will pass for me.
Yeah.
Right. Between if I died right now, and my daughter doesn't die for another 80 years. It'll be 80 years of not seeing me for her. It'll be a blink of an eye for me. I'll just see her in the resurrection. So it's like,
well,
that's what I was on. I was on Medishare. Medishare?
Yeah, I think so. Medishare.
I was on Medishare bits of it. But it was one of the things to go. I was like, financial troubles I didn't want to talk about because I didn't want to be the target of ridicule by a certain group of people who fraudenscheid over anybody they don't like's miseries. So I didn't talk about it.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Victor says, this hurts, man. I think water and maybe walk and talks are needed. Well, I definitely wish I had maintained my walking habit. It's just, it's a habit for me that, especially when I'm super crunched on time, and I have been super crunched on time for a long time. It's just hard for me to take that extra hour out of my day to go for a walk. In no small part, that's why I haven't been doing cross examinations, because I just don't have the bandwidth. It's been hard. Yeah. All healthcare is awful, says Courtney's. Medicare has the most ridiculous copays, and it's for the disabled and elderly who don't need the most care. Date now. I'm going to make an AI version of me so I can keep my books being written.
The AI version of Mike would just be for trolling.
Yeah. My AI version would just be on Twitter constantly. Edwin will be like Jack LaLanne. Meanwhile, the rest of us will have high blood pressure. And that's another thing. I should have been paying more attention to my blood pressure, because I know there's natural things. There's all kinds of natural compounds like garlic. We were talking about aged garlic before.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, I have it right here on my desk. I could have been taking it. But there's all kinds of other stuff that can help you mitigate blood pressure besides.
I kind of have a memory of you injuring your back slightly last year. Do you think that's maybe where the walking kind of slowed down?
That didn't help. Yeah. Remember when I used to do, it was years ago, I used to do like walk and talks, and I was always walking, and I was always doing all that stuff. I hurt my back then, and that's when I stopped walking. And then it had been years, and then I started up again. I don't know if it was my back. My back has been giving me problems lately.
Because you look pretty hale and healthy when I saw you last year at the convention.
I mean, that's the carnivore diet. Carnivore diet slims me down, man. I was 173 at the doctor.
Yeah. And even the walking, talking, the problem with the walking and talking is Mike's predilection to harvesting, to gleaning the lolquat trees. Mike, you're such a topic of interest. Your entire life has to be dissected for YouTube fodder.
I'm an extraordinarily interesting person. What about donating blood? Would that help? I tried to donate blood while I was in the hospital, but they said they don't take blood from patients unless it's, constantly sticking you with needles to try to draw out samples, but they won't take a whole bag. I'm like, now's the time. I'm here. You have a needle in you. Take all the blood you want. Maybe not all the blood you want, but, take a bag. Take a pint. Would garlic help when blood pressure randomly drops? Yeah, but get an aged garlic supplement like Curelic. I don't know if you can see it. I know my
aged garlic may also help you achieve like a relatively a good cholesterol profile, a ratio of high cholesterol or HDL to LDL.
Yeah, if you believe in that crap.
If you believe in that. But now fresh garlic is a blood thinner, and so you can't eat a large quantity of fresh garlic and take warfarin or some other blood thinner medication.
Yeah, I want to get off the blood thinner. I mean, actually, I think I only have a short, short supply of the blood thinner, but then they also want me to take the aspirin, the baby aspirin.
Yeah.
But I think I'd rather get on the. It's not just garlic. Let me look it up real quick. I had this whole list. I
Yeah.
had a list.
Well, most of the blood thinners are probably going to be like a sulfurous based compound. So you could probably go in on some leeks, as the Israelites lamented their leeks and onions that they left behind in Egypt. God, all you give us is blood thinner and we want our leeks and onions. I think the story was something like that in Exodus.
All right, let's see. These are the things that have been clinically tested to reduce blood pressure. Where is it? Here we go. Number one would be the aged garlic, but also omega-3 fatty acids, like fish oils, beetroot juice, magnesium, potassium, CoQ10, hibiscus tea, L-arginine, vitamin C, and vitamin K2 in the MK7 form.
But I was reading L-arginine may be counterindicated immediately after a stroke, though.
What does that mean?
Meaning you might not immediately after taking a stroke, you may or may not want to be supplementing with L-arginine.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, my doctor friend, he was suggesting methylene blue.
Methylene blue.
Yeah, for the redevelopment of synaptic connections and arterial.
It'll help get rid of those brain worms too.
Right. But that too. And but that would if I took that, it would have to be after I got off the blood thinners because it is not good combo with blood thinners as well.
Sure.
So there's that.
Well, when you're on blood thinners, the blood-brain barrier is a bit more permeable too. Joe K in the chat wants you to get on a Mediterranean diet ASAP. He wants you double fisting some sardines, Mike.
I love sardines. Mediterranean diet's good. Okinawan diet's good. I'm gonna try to stick as close as my wife will let me to the carnivore diet, though. Too many starches still in the Mediterranean diet.
Really? I've been eating a lot more starches, but I'm in the gym. Most weeks I'm in the gym 5 or 6 days a week. I took today off, but yeah, deadlift's getting good again.
Yeah, I saw your deadlifts there, mister.
Just in case you
hear you talk. My mom's calling for some reason.
Mike, I see you on the interwebs. Go to bed, Mike.
Mike's mom doesn't sound like that. For some reason, Mike's mom just became Jewish. I don't know how that happened.
Mrs. Millerstein.
And Mike's back.
Maybe your blood pressure is too high. Thanks, Vic. Are you even paying attention to this conversation? All right.
Caleb ACC. Oh, go ahead.
Courtney says all of that is good regarding diet and supplements. The number one killer is stress. Try to find ways as hard as it can be to keep your stress down. I know. It's funny. It wasn't that long before this. I was just begging my wife. I'm like, I need you to help me. I need to work like as much as possible, which means I need you to. And she had just come out of some health problems of her own. She's not that I want to talk about my wife's health problems, but
yeah.
Antibiotics guys, if you take antibiotics, be careful, because especially if you have to take it like several times over, it will delete your gut biome, because antibiotics, it is those little critters in your gut. They are bacteria, and when you're taking antibacteria stuff that kills all the bacteria, it kills the good bacteria too, which you need in order to properly digest, especially if you're on an omnivorous diet. You don't need it if you're on a carnivore diet.
What is the estimate at any given moment? There's more bacterial cells more microbiota cells in your body than you cells in your body.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Not by volume, but
that can cause, when your gut bacteria isn't working properly, that can cause numerous symptoms that if you go to a doctor, they'll just be like, oh, you're having this symptom with your skin. Here's some steroid creams. Bro, that's all they do at the doctor is treat symptoms. It drives me nuts. It's not the skin that's the problem. The skin is reacting to your guts. Your guts. I don't want to talk about it, but it's like,
yeah,
that's the Western medicine focus on symptoms. You have to get past
great table time talk. Your small intestine with Mike S. Miller.
It's always been that way. It's something I've complained about on my channel for 7 years. How many years have we been doing this? It's the Western medicine, symptom based. It's like, oh, let's treat the high blood pressure. How about you treat what's causing the high blood pressure?
Sure.
No. Let's just take a pill that will broaden your arteries and eventually stiffen your arteries to the point where you just have to take more medication and more in higher doses, rather than trying to find a way to relax your arteries, get them back down to a youthful, relaxed state, so that you don't have high blood pressure to deal with. So that's why those natural compounds are going to be much better at rejuvenating your blood vessels so that they can handle temporary bouts of high blood pressure, rather than just what was the example somebody said? It's like if you need a door open, you need a door to be able to open and close, but what these medicines do is they just stick a door jamb in it and leave it open.
Yeah But conceptually, you can think of modern medicine as like a subscription, and it really is. Rather than just selling you the thing, I charge you access to pieces of it every month for the rest of your life.
There you go.
KSS says, what does he say? He says, gotta keep your gut health good. I drink a glass of kefir every day. KSS, every time I leave the gym, it's right by a grocery store. I run in there and I chug a whole bottle of kefir. For protein, Mike. Protein.
Kefir is just like milky yogurt, right?
Yeah.
So I don't like going, because they're like, here, take this, another pill. Yeah. And the medicines just cause other problems. Like I remember hearing about one guy who's like, he went to this doctor who wasn't one of these typical Western doctors, and he was on 14 different medications, and he had all of these health problems because the first medicine caused another health problem. So they gave him another medicine for that symptom of that was being caused, which caused another symptom, which they just kept adding on. And he's like, why don't you just get off all your medication for 2 weeks? And he comes back and he's like, I feel great. It's like all my problems went away, because
Does Kiefer Sutherland drink kefir?
I hope so. Because Big Pharma, it's all money. I can't stand it. They just want to prescribe more and more. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. I'm glad you're better. Right. Thank you, Apex Comics.
Well, better. He's less dead. Miller is less dead. I don't know that you're Better.
A little more alive. Look, I can reach. I can reach up. I couldn't get anywhere near that like last Sunday. So I'm like at church praising like this. There's no good solution for the healthcare system. Somebody has to pay for it. Anyone else who says differently is a communist. The whole problem with the healthcare system, well, it's not the whole problem. There's different problems, but one of the major problems is the insurance industry and the ability to sue for bumping your freaking toe on the way out of your doctor's office. It's like some doctors have to pay. How much is it? I'm gonna look it up right now.
There is a large amount of cost that has nothing to do with providing medical care. And
Right.
a lot of cost for billing, a lot of cost for tracking data that's required by the healthcare company, and then the cost of everyone who works for a health insurance company. Yeah.
Damn, typing takes way too long right now. I'm gonna look it up on Grok.
Grok.
Oh, Grok. I'm gonna need your assistance real quick, Grok. Okay.
Apex Comics says the insurance industry is like the mafia. It's almost like a parasite in a way.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, it is.
tapeworm.
Grok, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Grok, what is the average general practitioner MD in America have to pay for insurance so that he doesn't get sued by his patients?
Checking the latest malpractice insurance costs for family docs. For a general practitioner or family medicine doc in the US, like a primary care MD, the average malpractice insurance, that's the stuff to cover lawsuits from patients, runs around $7,500 to $15,000 a year right now in 2026.
And
It
I'm
really
sure
depends on the state. Way cheaper in places like the Midwest or
Grok,
California with tort
the
reform.
medical insurance industry.
The
bad
tort
luck.
reform states. Right on. Wait,
Those
wait.
caps on
All right. Stop.
You lagged out on us, or it lagged out on my side.
Oh, you did? So you didn't hear the numbers?
I didn't hear the numbers.
I think it said 7 to 10,000. But that's he said it's actually cheaper in states with tort reform.
With tort
So-
reform.
Yeah, that's
Not
when
to
you're
be
saying
confused with tort reform.
tort reform is making it so that you can't sue a doctor for some stupid thing. Although here's the issue. I believe medical how do you call it? It's not even medical malpractice. It's just doctors doing things for your health. It's like the third biggest cause of death in America.
Yeah, I think so. Well, anything potent, any medication potent enough to have some positive effect almost always has some negative effect. And that's just reality. And then, once somebody starts sticking their fingers in your innards, things can go wrongly quickly.
Let's see. We're having trouble streaming to your destination. I guess my Rumble didn't work.
Oh, no.
I tried.
Oh, well. Next time. Yeah, I was telling Mike he's got to get on the Rumbles, Royal Rumble
Yeah.
with Micah Miller.
What's the first highest leading cause of death in America?
It's probably cardiac arrest, I would guess.
Is it cardiac arrest or is it obesity? Like,
Beat
which is the cart, which is the horse?
Just beat us, chopping off your feet, dee.
Grok, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you concisely tell me the 5 leading causes of death in America?
The 5 leading causes of death in America are heart disease, cancer, unintentional injuries, stroke, and chronic lower respiratory diseases.
How does medical either malpractice or just doctors prescribing things that kill you, how does that rank?
Checking medical error rankings now. Medical errors, including misdiagnosis, wrong treatments, or bad prescriptions, aren't officially listed in the CDC's top causes because death certificates don't track them that way.
Sure.
But estimates from... If you've got more on your mind, just say.
Oh my gosh, you didn't freaking tell me the number.
When I talked to a candidate for Senate a couple of years back, and
Sorry,
and
my bad. Here's the number.
Sorry, Edwin.
Got it. Here's the number.
I think Grok is just messing with you.
Sorry, my bad. Didn't spit out the raw number clearly enough. The most commonly cited estimate from that Johns Hopkins study, and still echoed in late 2025 articles, is over 250,000 deaths per year from medical errors in the US. That puts it as the 3rd leading cause.
Third
if it
leading
were
cause.
officially-
Well,
Third leading cause. 250,000 deaths a year. Where's the outrage?
well, I mean, they're dead, so. Mike. Yeah.
You know, it kind of hurts because like back in the olden days, before people sent their children to medical school because it was a great way to make a 6-figure salary, people became doctors out of a desire to heal people. It was like a calling, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like a way to get rich. And if that's your motivation, then when some pharmaceutical company comes by and says, "Hey, I'll give you a nice big bonus if you start prescribing my heart attack stand," or whatever freaking stupid pills come up.
Yeah. Well,
Yep,
you
all
know,
about the money.
we do have some good things. I mean, had it been 100 years ago, they would have given you some laudanum and maybe warm washcloth on your forehead and called it a day.
Hey, they had what they had, and that's it's a weird catch-22 because if it wasn't for the profit motive, we wouldn't have a lot of the medical advances that America makes.
Yes.
But on the other hand, it's because of the profit motive that a lot of the problems in our health system exist. So you're kind of damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And a lot of the countries around the world don't. They use socialized medicine, but what they're doing is they're gleaning all the good stuff from our obviously tainted system at no cost to them.
Well, now Trump did pass something, and it's called favored nation. It's like favored nation equalization. So, like, what was happening is France was like, okay, we want Ozempic, but we want to pay like $30 a dose, and Americans might be paying, like $100 a dose. Don't quote me on any of this.
Yeah.
And Trump said, nah, Americans are going to pay whatever price they pay. And so we should start seeing that. We should start seeing some of the drug prices come down.
Yeah. What's funny is House. You ever watch that show House?
Mm-hmm.
They tackled this problem about the prescriptions because he just kind of spelled it out. He's like, you're taking your so like a copyrighted or patented medicine, the patent only lasts a certain amount of years. I think maybe it's like 12 years or something. I don't remember what it is. But so what the pharmaceutical companies do is they tweak their formula before their patent runs out, and then they patent the new formula so that they can maintain an ongoing patent and charge extraordinary amounts for these things that an aspirin might do the same freaking thing. They give me Plavix. I think it's Plavix. I don't know what it is, but it's like
Our
it's a
insulin has a twist of lime.
It's got chili tea, yo.
Yeah. Our chemotherapy is seasoned with chipotle, savory peppers. Yeah.
I loved House
It's all
MD.
knack-
Pretty weird, but yeah, I loved House, man. I don't even remember how it ended though.
Well, Mike, I don't want to keep you on too long, brother, and
Yeah.
wear you out.
It's
How you
40
feeling?
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm gonna do a drawing stream later, but I can only last about 2 hours drawing. Talking actually does take a lot more out of me than drawing, oddly enough.
Interesting.
I know. I don't know. It's like you can tell it in my voice. I just start drifting, or I start running out of gas vocally. Hey, well, Red's here. Hey, man, you looking good. Well, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I always look good. Except for when I'm in the hospital and I haven't shaved and I'm like hair's all greasy and I have that stupid gown on. Those are some terrible pictures. So I said when I first told a few people in DMs that I had a stroke, I took a picture and I went like this. And I took a picture of myself and I had a stroke. And they're like, holy crap, you scared the crap out of me. And they're like, I'm just kidding, I don't look that bad. I'm such a jerk. I know. It's terrible. Glad you're up and about. Oh, I've discovered something. You get foot lag for anyone who's had a stroke or an injury where they're like their foot lags, and so that's how people end up tripping and falling and stuff. One of the things they do is they can wrap your foot so it like stays up, or you can buy an orthotic that lets your foot stay up. I don't have an orthotic right now, but I was just using my brains up here. They're the ones that still work. And I was thinking, you know what? I bet you if I compress my foot and overexert my calf, then when I lift my foot will stay in that position for some length of time so that I can take a foot without tripping. And at first I was doing squats. I would squat down to get that bend and then move my foot, and I was working. But then I realized I don't have to squat. I have to take an extended step where my foot is behind me enough that I'm getting that stretch. And then I lift my leg up and I'm not dragging it. So what you don't want to do is develop this like PT with Mike. You don't want to develop a gait where you look like you have a peg leg or something.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a character from Monty Python.
Right. So the Ministry of Silly-Walks. This is my silly walk. So I'm trying to walk straight, and I'm trying to walk without emphasizing using my hip to move my leg.
Yeah, you don't want to look too swishy. Like, hello, sailor.
You need physiotherapy. There ain't no physiotherapy I can't do at home by myself. I'm not like crippled, right? Look, I can still move my fingers and I can't move my toes backwards, but again, that comes back with using your legs. So
yeah,
all that stuff. Plus that would be when I told him I didn't have insurance, and the first guy that came in, he's like, "Well, the doctors are talking about you doing physical therapy. It's really expensive." He's just telling me, and the one they're recommending is the one where you go and you live at the physical therapy place.
Oh, right,
You're
right.
doing
Yeah.
3 hours of intense physical therapy. I'm like, well, what am I doing the other 21 hours of the day? But and he's like, that one's really expensive. And I'm like, what's the point? And then I talked to my friend Andre. He had a stroke in 2019. He was far worse than I was, and he had the face drag and everything, and couldn't move his leg. And he just did at home physical therapy off of YouTube, and he's 100% today. So
Mike Well-Read says, "How are you doing mental capacity wise?" And so he's asking.
Glad you're live and kicking. Yeah. And again, I'm gonna be busting my butt trying to get everything up and running to the point where I don't have to even use a cane. Right now I'm not using a cane, I'm using a staff because that's me. I got one of these I had a walker, so I got one of these little rubber doohickeys and put it on the end of
practicing Gem Kata.
My kung fu staff. Well, this is my son's kung fu staff, but he left it here. So
sounds right about the Gem Kata.
Yeah, I prefer the staff to the walker because the walker is too cumbersome, and to the cane, which I was trying out at physical therapy at the hospital last time I went. The cane puts so much pressure on your palm it actually hurts because you're putting all your weight on it. But the staff, it's like the weight isn't going on there. And you can use both hands too. So
you should get like a Moses robe though if you're going to be walking around with that staff.
I have a Snuggie.
So now, when do you switch from the staff?
broad brimmed pointy hat?
In the rehabilitation plan, when do you switch from the staff to the nunchucks? When does that?
I already have my nunchucks, so I'm pre-prepared for the. Actually, that'd be good for my OT, occupational therapy.
We'll start swinging those around. That'll either get the.
Really gonna help. Especially when I'm on blood thinners, and then I bang my head with my nunchucks. That'll be great.
Well, I'm just saying that'll be some incentive to get that other hand working fast.
Catch it with my bad hand. Cracks my face open.
You remember the training montages from the old kung fu films?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. How about the
ninja therapy?
And Naginata, isn't that like a staff with a sword on the end?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Mike's rehab is going to be a kung fu training montage.
Ninja therapy. Well, that's what I was doing. I was sitting by my bed and I was doing various strikes and whatnot. So I'm trying to do it with my right hand and then repeat it with my left hand to do various, because I'm trying to hit all the muscle groups to get my arms back into action. So I am literally doing kung fu therapy.
It's fun
and
to
my wife
say.
said, you should be doing Tai Chi therapy. It's a little slower.
Mike S. Miller, the man from Tai Chi.
But I never took Tai Chi. I took Kung Fu. I took Wushu. I took Taekwondo. So she took Tai Chi.
You need to get yourself one of those little flutes and one of the rice bowl hats and open up your streams like that. That'd be perfect. Just embrace the ways of your people, and the ancestral ways. The ways of your people will heal your broken body.
I will get to it. Tai Bo with Billy Banks. I had that the VHS way back, old school.
Nice.
So, this has been Cross Examinations. This has been Stroke Examinations.
I feel it. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like
But
you've picked up your cross, Mike. You've picked up your cross and you followed.
Yeah. People have been asking, how they could help. The only way to help me right now is if you want to help. Just in the Give Send Go is in the. It's in the what do you call it? Here, let me just copy it. It's
Description
in
to
the
the video.
description. Yeah. It is in the
Obviously,
description.
in this episode, I was playing the part of the Romans. Dicing from Mike Snuggy.
Again, I do hate to ask for money, but I can't. I mean, the most I've been able to even draw, I can only draw about 2 hours at a time before I just have to go lie down. Sitting up for me because the thing people mostly see is your arm and your leg, but it's the whole left side of my body. So it's like just sitting here, it sort of overexerts the muscles in my right side of my back because I'm trying,
the postural muscles.
Yeah, my posture muscles. So it's like I can only sit here for so long before I have to just go crash out. And then somehow or another, thinking is also taxing on my energy resources. I don't know how that works.
But in fairness,
Don't.
Is that a new phenomenon?
Terrible. Terrible.
I love you, Mike. I love you like a brother.
Love you too, brother. But I'll get better. My thumbs up will get better. It'll be like this one.
Oh.
But I mean, even if, like I said, even if you're just watching my last Facebook video, I couldn't do this. I couldn't hold my hand up like this. So I am getting better, and I'm seeing the marked improvement day by day. So I'm hoping in a week it'll be just like another quantum leap, because I really do want to make a church camp in a couple weeks without having to.
I got a verse for you then. I think Amy Lister wanted to hear a verse. You want some Philippians?
Sure, flip it.
Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus.
Amen. Amen. I didn't even tell the story. Maybe I should download my Facebook version of the story, because I didn't tell. After I had the stroke, I actually went to church that day.
Oof.
Like, while I was having the stroke, I went to church and then came home, and I was like, maybe it's a stroke. And I'm like, that seems to make sense. We should go to the hospital. So I was actually getting ready to go to youth group when my wife convinced me we should go to the hospital for the stroke. And then I had to wait for her to get ready. And my buddy's a nurse. He's like, next time you have a stroke, just call an ambulance. Time is brain, or at least that's what they say. So anyways, on that lovely light note, I'm going to wrap this stream up and say thank you all for being here. Again, if you want to tip or help in any way, the only way you can really help, especially if you're on the other side of the country, is just throwing a few ducats my way for my bills, because it's a lot of bills. Like, that's really going to help with my stress. Thank you.
Having a stroke is not cheap.
I know, right?
Well, going to the hospital for having a stroke is not cheap.
Yeah. Not having insurance is not cheap. Insurance is not cheap. Not having insurance is much less not cheap. All right. Yeah. God bless you all. Thank you, Edwin. We'll see you on the next exciting episode of whatever I do. Say goodbye, Edwin.
Goodbye, Edwin.
Good night, sunshine. Whatever.